Imagine you're a scientist and you blow up your baby to the size of Godzilla. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid is an American science fiction comedy family film released in the year 1992. The plot of the film follows a wacky inventor, Wayne Szalinski, whose experiment goes wrong when he mistakenly blows up his son with a particle beam. As a result of the contraption, the toddler experiences huge growth spurts every time he comes in contact with electromagnetic flux. The movie starts in Nevada, where the Szalinskis live. Their house is shown, which is almost everything automated. Unlike other mailboxes on the street, the mailbox of Szalinski is automated, due to which their dog can easily fetch the newspaper to the Szalinskis every morning. And needless to say, the neighbors are quite surprised to see the crazy inventions. Inside the house, there is a variety of custom-built machinery to minimize time and effort. They even have a switchboard with all the names of the members of the family. Diane, who is Wayne Szalinski's wife, pushes the button labeled Nick, which notifies him in his room that breakfast is served. Nick is Szalinski's teenage son, and he's an aspiring musician. In the next scene, Wayne is seen wearing a weird helmet machine called the servo regulator, which does all his personal tasks automatically, such as shaving his face, brushing his teeth, and whatnot. He goes up to check on his youngest son, Adam, who is a mischievous 2-year-old and has custom-built toys created by Wayne. In the kitchen, Amy, Szalinski's eldest daughter, is seen arguing with Diane that she can go to her first day of college alone, but Diane wants to accompany her and make sure she gets settled in her dorm properly. On the other hand, Nick is furious to see Adam destroy his guitar. Before leaving with Amy, Diane instructs Wayne to look after Adam and Nick while she's away, and also tells him to call the babysitter in case he or Nick has to leave the house without Adam. After she and Amy leave, Wayne quickly drops Nick to his summer job and rushes to Sterling Lab, where he has invented an advanced derivative of his shrink ray that must enlarge objects exposed to it. Dr. Charles Hendrickson, who is the co-director of this project, is pissed at Wayne after the prototype causes the object to blast on his face while he tries to use it. Meanwhile, Nick is at his summer job, where he has developed a crush on Mandy Park. However, when he tries to interact with her, Wayne arrives in his spaceship-looking van to pick him up, embarrassing Nick in front of everyone. On their way, Wayne asks Nick about his crush, but Nick is shy and ignores his question. Back at home, Wayne is seen preparing dinner, during which he puts the oven on fire, burns up the chicken, and then serves it to the dog. Later, they end up eating peanut butter on the bread. I would have just ordered pizza. At night, while singing Adam to sleep, Wayne gets an idea to get his prototype working, and so he calls Dr. Charles to inform him about it. Dr. Charles always belittles Wayne and thinks that he is useless, and so he wants to take over Wayne's invention, which is actually owned by Clifford Sterling, the head of Sterling Laboratory. The next day, Wayne takes Nick and Adam to his workplace, although it's closed for the weekend. There, he shows them his latest invention that is intended to induce gigantism in the object exposed to it. Nick is amazed to see such an enormous laboratory and thinks that it is way better than the laboratory Wayne created in their old home up in the attic. The security guard of the laboratory, Smitty, informs Charles about Wayne's presence. Meanwhile, Wayne tests out his invention on Adam's favorite stuffed toy, Big Bunny. But when Wayne and Nick are busy turning the machine on, Adam attempts to take his toy back, and as a result, he is also zapped by the machine. Just then, the machine appears to blow up, and the targeted objects are not enlarged. Adam returns back to his position, and Nick and Wayne are unaware that he was also targeted. While leaving the laboratory, Smitty reminds Wayne that he isn't allowed to access the machine without Charles's permission. On their way back home, Nick is pissed at Smitty for telling Wayne to get permission to work on his own device. Upon reaching home, Wayne struggles to take Adam out of the car seat, but somehow manages to get him inside the house. He then calls the babysitter, who happens to be Nick's crush, Mandy, to come over and look after Adam. A moment later, Adam and Big Bunny are exposed to electrical waves from the microwave oven, and they amplify into giant creatures. Wayne, who was with Nick in his room, hears a weird sound, and upon checking the kitchen, he and Nick are scared shitless to see Adam 7 feet tall. Wayne decides to get Adam back to the lab, analyze the data, and reverse the process. But since Smitty might get suspicious seeing a 7-foot-tall baby, I mean, who wouldn't, Wayne rushes to a clothing store to get Adam some adult clothes and somehow manages to get inside the laboratory with Adam and Nick. Inside the lab, Wayne is caught by Charles, who is pissed at Wayne for erasing all the previous data and crashing the system. Just then, he notices the giant Adam and starts inquiring Wayne about it. Wayne lies by saying that he is his wife's uncle from a foreign country. Wayne is kicked out from the laboratory and also from his project, after which he drives Nick and Giant Adam back home. On their way, Nick asks Wayne why he didn't let Charles know that his invention worked. Turns out that Wayne is worried that if he reveals the truth, Adam will be used as a specimen for future tests. Upon reaching home, Wayne flips out seeing that Diane has arrived earlier than expected, and he quickly drives the van back. However, soon he realizes that telling Diane the truth is the best thing, so he drives back home. Diane is confused to see the giant bunny and a giant man inside the van. Wayne tries to explain the situation to Diane, and just then, the giant Adam walks inside the house, and seeing him, Diane falls unconscious. Later, Diane, Wayne, and Nick have a hard time trying to contain Adam in one place. Adam causes massive destruction around the house due to his gigantic size. He pulls off his room door, breaks a chair, and attempts to destroy Nick's guitar. Listening to the loud noises of shouting and destruction from the Selinskys, the entire neighborhood gathers outside their house, thinking that something terrible is happening inside. Diane, Nick, and Wayne try to distract Adam by dancing, but it doesn't help. Meanwhile, back at the laboratory, the scientists try to figure out the object that Wayne targeted with the machine and find out that it has 3 eyes. On the other hand, Wayne suddenly gets an idea that he can get Adam back to his normal size through his original shrinking machine that is in the lab security warehouse. He manages to put Adam on a nap and leave Nick with him to look after. Then Wayne and Diana head out for the warehouse. In the laboratory, the scientists show Charles a superimposed structural and keratin analysis of the targeted object, and he quickly deduces that Wayne targeted a bunny and a baby. So Charles decides to pay Wayne a visit. On the other hand, Wayne and Diane arrive at the warehouse and struggle to find the shrinking machine. Back at the house, Mandy arrives to babysit Adam. Nick tries to send her away, but just then she witnesses the giant Adam and faints on the floor. Nick ties her up and gags her so he can't run away or scream. On the other hand, Wayne retrieves the shrinking machine and Diane drives them back. But since Wayne has a solar van, Diane struggles to control it and ends up breaking through the warehouse's wall to get on the road. Meanwhile, Mandy finally calms down and Nick starts to explain the situation to her. Just then, Adam is exposed to the television's electrical waves, and he increases in size 2 times more before escaping the house through a wall. Nick and Mandy search for Adam in the neighborhood while Adam crashes a kids' party in the neighbor's house next door, creating total panic. The entire neighborhood gathers out on the street and is creeped out to see the giant Adam. On the other hand, Diane breaks the traffic rules, due to which a pair of motorcycle troopers pursue the van. Just then, Wayne unintentionally fires his shrinking gun on them, causing the troopers to shrink in size. Wayne quickly unshrinks the troopers and flees from there to reach home, only to find Charles and a U.S. Marshal, Preston Brooks, waiting for them. Wayne freaks out after Charles informs him that Adam will undergo further tests and therefore has been sent away. Nick and Mandy are taken into custody and Adam is placed into a truck. Nick requests the officers to let go of Adam, but is refused. Back at the home, Charles summons Clifford Sterling and hopes to get Wayne freed from the project. But instead, Clifford fires Charles and praises Wayne when he admits his mistake. Just then, Preston informs them that Adam has increased to 50 feet tall, after getting exposed to high voltage lines and more electrical waves. The giant Adam mistakes Nick and Mandy for toys, and puts them in his pocket before heading toward Las Vegas. Meanwhile, Diane, Wayne, and Clifford pursue him, and on their way, Wayne and Clifford figure out that electromagnetic flux is causing Adam to grow in size. After realizing the neon lights of Las Vegas will make him amplify in size even more, they're concerned. Meanwhile, Charles is enraged after getting fired and refuses to accept his dismissal. He teams up with his ally, board director Terrence Wheeler, and they plan to conspire against Clifford to take him out of power. Meanwhile, the Selinskys finally reach the site from where Adam has escaped. Wayne is determined to shrink Adam back to normal size, but needs him to stand still for 12.8 seconds so he can be shrunk. The media and the authorities arrive and are flabbergasted to see the giant baby. Diane uses her binoculars to see Adam and spots Nick and Mandy in his pocket. Everyone is scared and worried to tackle the uncontrollable giant Adam and restrain him from causing destruction. Preston proposes to shoot ropes to control him, but Diane instantly refuses. Wayne demands to use Big Bunny to pacify Adam to get him still for 12 seconds. The Big Bunny is escorted to the site through a helicopter, and Wayne gets on it to sing Adam to sleep. However, his plan goes wrong when Wayne suggests for Adam to take a nap. Since Adam hates the word nap, he becomes frustrated and starts acting up. Wayne somehow manages to jump on Adam and slides all the way through his body to reach the ground. Adam heads towards the city and Diane is unable to stop him. Meanwhile, the emergency broadcast system of the city orders the pedestrians to clear the streets as they could be trampled by the abnormally giant-sized Adam, who has increased to 100 feet in height. Adam toddles his way through the streets of Las Vegas, causing a panic among the crowd and thrashing Nick and Mandy upside down in his pocket. Wayne realizes that an ice cream truck can stop Adam from causing destruction, and so Preston hijacks an ice cream truck to distract Adam away from the city. Nick and Mandy manage to jump out of Adam's pocket into a car, but Adam grabs the car thinking it's a toy and starts eating it, giving Nick and Mandy a roller coaster ride. After playing with the car, Adam hears the sound of the ice cream truck, and he places the car on top of a casino scaffold, leaving Nick and Mandy hanging in the air. Just when the car is about to crash into the ground, Adam catches it timely and puts it in his pocket, preventing Nick and Mandy from a horrible accident. Clifford orders the casinos to shut off their lights, and Preston starts driving the ice cream truck to sway Adam away from the city. Meanwhile, Charles forcefully boards a military helicopter, despite the pilot's unwillingness to tranquilize Adam. After finding out that Adam caught the ice cream truck as well, Diane convinces Wayne to enlarge her, as that's the only way she can get Adam to stay still in order to shrink him. Finally, Diane is targeted with the amplifying machine. Meanwhile, Adam heads towards a cafe, where he starts playing with a giant lit-up guitar. Just then, Charles arrives in the helicopter and starts shooting tranquilizing cartridges at Adam, but mistakenly hits the guitar. As a result, the guitar short-circuits, giving Adam an electric current. Adam starts crying out in pain, and just then, the giant Diane arrives and asks the helicopter to back off. Meanwhile, Wayne and Clifford set up the shrinking gun to shrink Diane and Adam. Seeing the giant Diane, Adam jumps out of happiness and rushes towards her. Diane comforts Adam by fondly hugging him and manages to get him to stand still so that Wayne could shrink him. Taking the opportunity, Wayne fires them with the shrinking ray and returns them to normal size. Adam rushes to Wayne and hugs him. Just then, Charles arrives and attempts to justify his malicious actions, but Diane furiously knocks him out by punching him in the face. Suddenly, Diane and Wayne realize that Nick and Mandy were in Adam's pocket and must have been shrunk. Wayne decides to start a search for the missing kids and quickly finds them in the mini car. Mandy thanks Nick for saving her life. She is greatly impressed with Nick and his genius father, and the two get together. Wayne decides to give them some time for themselves before returning them to normal size. The film ends with a state trooper asking Wayne what he's gonna do with the big bunny. Wayne assures that his genius mind will come up with an idea for the big bunny soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave it a like. Also, comment down below your thoughts in the comment section. And most importantly, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more fun movie recaps from Dude Recaps.